Today I'm going to do a chart breakdown of the pound yen and show you the scenarios for the upcoming week, and I'm going to show you how I made 40 plus pips trading the pound yen shortly after the interest rate news last week. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're doing well. First, I'm going to start with the breakdown of the trade I took last week, and then I'll get into next week's breakdown and scenarios. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe if any of this helps you out. Also join the Discord community using the link in the description. Let's get into it. So one of the main things that we need to look at is the higher time frame level of support that we have to the left. Oh, wrong tool. Sorry. Is this higher time frame support area to the left over here. So this is a major area because we can see that price went long from here massively. So let's measure out the pips. We can see it went up 600 pips from this location. So there are very strong buyers in this location. So we can assume that when price comes back down into that level of support, it's going to get a pretty big reaction back long again. And this is what I was expecting. So let's go down to a 1 minute time frame and zoom in. And we can see here the big red candle. This big red candle here is the rate statement coming out. So we had a massive move short of about 100 pips in a 1 minute candle. But what we see here is a very strong rejection away from the level. This level here, this green box, is the higher time frame zone. So it touches into the higher time frame zone, retests back down again, and it's showing multiple rejections out of this area. It can't even make it back down into the bottom of the wick. If this red candle finished all the way down here as a strong red close, strong selling candle, I would think that the sellers are much stronger and it could potentially break this higher time frame level. But that wasn't the case. It ended up as a neutral candle, retested, couldn't even get all the way back down to the bottom of the wick. So I jumped in using the lower time frame here on the 1 minute. It pushed down again and I started to see some rejection here. So I got in long. So my entry long was right around here. I put my stop below here. It was about 20 pips or so. And my target was to get it back up to 55. This is where the 5 minute EMA was. And I knew that there could be a reaction out of the 5 minute EMA, the 8 EMA. And I took it long and I scaled out right here at 55. So it was about 40 pips. And I took most of my position off the table and I moved my stop to break even, plus a little bit. And I eventually got stopped out for break even plus a little bit on the rest of my position, but I still made money. I made profit and it was a good trading idea based on this higher time frame. One thing that I could have potentially fixed is if I trusted in the higher time frame level so much, should I have had a limit order just resting there waiting at the zone? I could have increased my R potential massively by doing this, but it was also a little bit risky with the news coming out. Another reason that this trade worked was because we had a solid downtrend for the entire day leading up to it. So this was another reason I took this trade. So this was the same day we had in total 215 pips of movement to the downside. So for me, this is called exhaustion. The chart got exhausted in such a strong down move that it needed to pull back. This is part of the reason I took the long as well. Let's get into the chart analysis for this upcoming week and the scenarios for the upcoming week. So as I said before, we have this higher time frame level of support here to the left. So I can see this holding price up on the higher time frame levels because as we can see, if we zoom out, we're still in a higher time frame uptrend. And this is probably one of the most important levels if price wants to continue in the uptrend. This level here down to the left is also important, but this is a very, very strong area because it had that 600 pip move out from it. So I can see price holding around this area, maybe basing before the buyers push price back into the long. Using that idea, I'm going to be looking for some longs potentially. So I'll go into the 1 hour chart. I will be looking for price to come short into, there's a support area here around the 30 area, 181.30. It could go down to there and then push long to retest this 182.20, or we could see price retest the higher time frame zone all the way down here at 180.40 to 180.80 and then go long from here. Those are just two ideas. If price is super weak and the sellers are super strong, I can see price breaking this level, pulling back, and then I'm going to be wanting to enter some short positions, because the sellers at that point will be very strong if we can break this lower level down here. I can also see price going up, rejecting short from the 20 area, or going up and rejecting short from the 182.40 to 50 area. That's a pretty important level. Also an important level is the one above, which is here. This is where we had the breakout from, right here. So we could have price go up to the higher area, 182.80, and reject short as well. In terms of the higher time frame trend continuing, I would need to see price break above these highs here at 183.40 to 50 in order for me to be certain that the higher time frame is kicking back in and we're going to continue long back into the previous highs up here. There isn't too much news to look out for this upcoming week. There's a few red folders here and there, so just keep an eye out. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave me some comments and suggestions for the next video. I'd really appreciate it. And join the Discord community using the link in the description. Thank you. Good luck. Have a good week trading.